Okay, so first time I'm using this. Turn the bike on. So you should be able to listen. Hang on. It's right, intercom. Okay, intercom again. So I should be able to give you commentary when I'm riding, technically. When I'm finished, you can see the cabling and all that there, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but and you can just see that there, hopefully anyway. Actually, yeah, so in the mirror you should be able to see it. That sort of rubs up against the nose, the bridge of the nose and all that, but anyway. Let's do this. I better pause that. I might have to put the door down. I've also got to remind myself not to scream. Oh, hang on. Got to put the door down. Ugh. Contemplating whether I should get fuel. You can just see there it's got 2 bars. Hasn't been very it's not a very economical fucking bike actually. Anyway, but it's got a lot of power, and I love that. I'm not going to get fuel. I think I will get fuel, but I'm not going to get fuel. Put the visor down. I'm not going to get fuel there, over there, because the fuel just pisses out of the pump and all over the tank of the Indian, which gives me the shit. Hopefully you can see the traffic. This is new for me, introducing this to the vlogs. There we go. I will say it's a heavy enough helmet. It's not that old. I think it's maybe 3 years old, my helmet. But with the GoPro mounted onto the helmet, it certainly does add weight. I can feel it. The weight leaning forward. I'll turn right here. This is the way I go to work. Go in the left lane. Okay, so also one thing, I even found this through the boulevard over the years, that with the full face helmet, particularly this one, because this part here goes higher, so I have to look down at my speedo with my other helmet. I didn't have to. Even though it's full face, I didn't have to as much rely on looking down, but where the speedo is on the tank, with this one I have to look down, and also with my showy open face, which I actually really enjoy wearing when it comes to riding this bike. Right, green arrow. So anyway, yeah, so this is a whole new experience for me. So I hope I'm not going to be boring. So what I might do is turn it back on when I'm getting fuel to show you how annoying it can be with a particular thing in there. Is this working? Yep, it's working. Okay, so I'm just going to reset this right to 0, turn it off. Alright, get my key out. Not a fan of this. Alright, so I'm done. I like having the key to unlock it so you can lock it, but I don't know, it's just a case of getting used to it, I guess. Now you can just see in there how it's got that there. It makes it harder to pump fuel in there. Premium 98. So I have to be very careful. I wonder if it goes in there. No, I have to be very careful. Just a bit nervous. Trigger is actually very sensitive, so there you go. Give it. Alright. I'm being very careful because a few times when I've put petrol in there, it's literally just squirted out and all over the tank. One time not long after I just freshly washed it. Yep. Okay, we're rolling again. So the Finks Bikie Club is showing up. They're all going to the ice cream parlour. As you can just see over there in the distance, hopefully you saw him. Anyway, let's continue the ride. Alright. Oh my god, where are the cars coming from? Here we go. Put the visor down, so hopefully that makes the audio a little bit clearer. I've got to adjust this mirror here. It's not right. It's charging. Yep. So this is the way I come to work. Okay, I'm back. GoPro's on. Hopefully. No, I'm just going to get off here. Do a U-turn. Go home. I don't want to make it too long a vlog because we went last weekend. We went to, as in my wife, myself and son, I went to Stevensons Falls in the Otways, past Geelong on the other side of Port Phillip Bay, so by that you'll know that I'm on the opposite side. So, do a turn around here. Beautiful. I do love the power on this, but you know what, I'll tell you what, I've still got to be careful with the Boulevard. I've ridden it I think twice in the last month, and if you disrespect the power on that, I'll let you know. Alright, let's do a U-turn here, back onto the freeway, here we go. Power up. And 6th gear. I love this shield. When you got headwind, the shield comes into its own. I had the visor up, it's because it's a bit cooler. Making there we go. Making sure there's no car that I'm gonna bump into there. Because it is a cooler day today, it probably does help having the full face on. I had the visor up before to readjust my glasses, and because of the shield, you know, you do get quite a bit of protection. Without the shield, if I lift the visor up on a coolish day with headwind, you know, you sort of like, you know, with your eyes squinting and whatnot. So yeah, I'll tell you one thing with this. Oh shit, this police, I've got to get fucking that, I didn't see it before, so hopefully they weren't there. Back on the footage. I wouldn't have been going over that much over the speed limit anyway. Hopefully not. Hopefully I wasn't going over at all. Mind you, I was overtaking quite a few cars, so I may not have seen it. So left lane, there we go. Might put the heated hand grips up one more to 3. Hopefully you get a good view with the GoPro mounted on the chin of the helmet, and hopefully it's at a wide the wide option, wide mode, so hopefully the peripheral is also good. And I thought about it, I thought if I just happen to glance around like that and look at mountains or whatever, I don't have to muck around so much with my GoPro reaching for it and whatnot, you know, twisting it, because the other thing is on the Boulevard I had the GoPro on this side, so it was easier to, you know, I didn't have to reach across, it was easier just to go like that. But with this mounted on this side, yeah, the only option is there, so it's not ideal, but it's, you know, you make it work. I've already had a coffee. I've had a walk at maybe 4.5k walk this morning with my wife, about 5:30, oh, about 5:45 maybe, yeah, 5:45 this morning. I like early morning walks, everything's fresh, everything's new. So you're going to have to turn that down, it's starting to get too hot. go around here because it turns into one lane. I don't want to leave myself too short. I'm really hoping after doing this that the audio is fine. Just going to lift the visor up to adjust my glasses. Might hear the wind, I don't know, hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't impact. Yeah, so I'm liking the idea of bringing this to you, this type of content to you, because normally I'm just saying nothing and just, well, I would say normally I'd be listening to music, but I hardly use the full face now, unless I'm on the boulevard, and I've been riding the Indian a lot more. I've been taking it to work, trying to do a couple of vlogs with the Indian. Like I said, it's having the time, and you know, at the end of the day you go back over some of the footage and you think it's shit, so you don't use it. Last weekend when we were at Stevensons Falls in the Otways, really enjoyed it. I've got a new camera, an Olympus OM1, to replace my older one. I got that probably close to 3 months now. Anyway, the point being is I was using that. I wasn't using the GoPro. I was using that to film, to video, to do a bit, and I started making a vlog, a video. I kind of finished it, and I was just, I don't know, looking at music. But anyway, again, I'm going off on a tangent. So the point being is that the stabilisation in the GoPro is really awesome. It's second to none. Mind you, I haven't got experience using anything else. Like I know there's competitors out there. That's a nice camper. I know there are competitors out there for the GoPro, and when I used my my Olympus OM1 is not a DSLR, it's a mirrorless. DSLRs or SLRs, they use a mirror inside. You take the lens off and you have a look inside it, and you see I think it's 2 mirrors that they reflect off each other, and yeah, whereas mine is, just go around this guy, mine is mirrorless. Anyway, so I noticed that the stabilisation is not near as good. I don't know if that's a thing with the camera or whether it's the lens. I really don't know. I was noticing when I was going back over some footage in the editing process that it wasn't as good. So credit to GoPro for that. Your stabilisation is second to none. Yeah. So, but I was really happy with, like, the camera is really so much more technical than my other one, and my other one was technical. Burped a bit there. So it's taken a lot to get used to. Just go back into it. Too high gear. There we go, neutral. So going forward, I don't know how often I would be using my Olympus camera. I thought it'd be fun. The reason I used my camera to film is because with the lens, obviously you can zoom in and zoom out, whereas you haven't really got that option with a GoPro, or that I've paid attention with the GoPro. Not that I've paid attention, or not that I've noticed anyway with the GoPro, you haven't got the ability just to you know, zoom in and zoom out. So that's why I used that. I wanted to just sort of see what it's like, and it is sensitive, but like I said, the stabilisation isn't nearly as good. Get past this dude. You know, it's funny, I can't speak for other riders. Actually, shit, I'm going too fast. I can't speak for other riders, but the one thing I've noticed is that I don't compete with other riders and vice versa. So whether other riders compete with me or other riders, I don't line up, well, necessarily anyway, I don't line up at lights and to say another Harley, if a Harley, not another one, but if a Harley pulls up or a sports bike, you know, we generally glance at each other and, you know, give that nod of approval, brotherhood thing. Cars, I've noticed cars, when I leave the lights, it's like they're taking me on. Like yesterday, there was, might have been an Audi. It was clearly trying to outdo me, and I didn't even bother with it, to be honest. Didn't bother with it. Mind you, funny thing, yesterday, I was going home from work, and a sports bike pulled up alongside me, and, you know, like stationary traffic, so you know, we went to the front, and then sort of he did first and then I did after that, and then we looked at each other and nod of approval, you know, the brotherhood thing. G'day, here you going? And anyway, so he took off. I mean, I got all this fucking power, and he took off so much easily over me, like he just, you know, he had my measure, like not like we were deliberately trying to race each other. And I started off in second gear, like I'd forgot to put it in the first gear. I still had power, but obviously in first gear, you know, I would have gotten there quicker. But anyway, nearly home. Nearly home. Anyway, I'll leave this vlog. I'll leave this particular footage right here. Your peripheral seems to be better. Oh my god! Really struggling to get this one right. Too comfortable with the other one, as in helmet. Oh, I think I've done it, thank god. Woohoo! In neutral, hand off, kill switch, power off. Then with this, back, twist off. And there's a button right here on the back. Hang on. Did I power? No, hang on. Yep, powered off. Rightio. I really need to clean my workbench over there. Too much rubbish on it. Right, so what else do I need? So turn this like that, the handlebar like that. Hello you. Hello missus. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, fuck. You don't need to know. Anyway, so I'm going to lock the handlebar. Put those down, twist it a little bit more. There we go. Open that up. what I'm very religious about. Well, hang on. What I am very religious about, put that on, find the hole, is this. Connecting the trickle charger back up. Open that up. Put it around there. There we go. You can see it's charging. So there. The blue light for charging, but you can see it's charging at 2 amp hour, which is what I want. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so I wanted to, I'm just holding my Hero 10 using a different SIM card, so hopefully I can just still put it into the vlog. But this is the system I've got. I mean, this is, without the Hero 11 on the helmet is heavy enough, so, but I feel all the weight forward, front of the helmet. Anyway, I've had to, that's the mic that I bought last Sunday, is it? Last weekend anyway. You can just sort of, there's the mic for the intercom and the mic for the GoPro. It's attached there. Now the actual Hero 11 is in a housing, like an audio housing. You undo this here, and you literally, and you've got to, first of all you have to take this off, this part here off, and then you push these to the side. There might be another way of showing it. You push it, see that part there goes in there and that one goes in there, but anyway, so, and then you open the doors there, hang on, you open those, that flap there, and then you pull the GoPro out of the audio housing. That's the microphone, but I've been told this is yeah, what you need, because the audio housing has the jacks. Hang on, just right in the back there. So anyway, apparently you can, with the remote control, GoPro remote control, you can hook up 2 GoPros at once. So I was thinking, hello there, hello, you can just see the other GoPro, the 10. So I was thinking of having one facing me and one facing the road. I'm not really sure about that. It's all new to me, this particular type, this concept. It was actually one of my viewers that suggested it, and it's a good suggestion. I can understand, because he said, you know, it'd be good if you could have some kind of an audio microphone thing happening, so you know, you could take, I think he called it your picky viewers, through the experience of riding with me, and I get it. So we'll see how it goes. I was actually scratching the crap out of the sides there, up through there this morning, putting it into the audio housing, because I was putting it in the wrong way. I was putting it in so the front was facing that way, which is, you know, not going to happen. So anyway, yeah, leave it at that, eh? Okay, so was it recording? Okay, this is what I was talking about before. Those things there, once you've taken the screw out once you've taken the screw out to take it off the actual helmet mount, you've got to push them down like that, open that bit up there, and then you've got to basically pull it out, because that part there, because you've originally had to take the flap off that covers all this, and I'll get that shortly, but anyway, you had to, that part there it goes into that. So anyway, just stay there, Ryan. Don't just put it on the floor, because the house is a bit of a mess. Anyway, So then this part here goes back on there. So clicks, it's going to click. There we go. Yep, and then Bob's your uncle. Thank you.